Hello everybody, welcome back to Games for Dads. Okay, we're going to have a bit of fun. We have got an amazing deck for this week's league. Credit goes to IceLol in our Discord server. This is Dada and his many wives. What a cool deck this is, Dadaism. I am so happy to be using this card this week in this league, and it's actually a pretty useful deck. I mean, you're not going to win every single game, but you will win quite a few games. And if you get a really good rotation and lucky arena bonus, you can even beat those dreaded game developer cards. So let's have a look at the deck. You know what? I'm just going to put it, before I go through it, into rarity order, because it is a Dadaism deck. So it's quite important that we can see the common, the rare. There we go. Okay, so the first card up, we're going to start with the three legendaries. Catherine Parr, a Tudor card, limited legendary, 6 for 62. On the return, your other wives of Henry VIII. Wherever they are, gain plus at 20 power, cost -1 until played. Really nice card. There is an arena boost for 100, don't forget. We've also got 4 unruly rulers. Charlemagne, or Charlemagne, whatever his name is. 3 for 20, limited legendary. On the draw, if your deck has 3 or more unruly ruler cards, which we do, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 6 permanently. Not bad at all. Let's carry on, have a look at a few more of these cool cards. There we go, Dadaism. If you don't know, Dadaism, my card. On the play, if your deck contains exactly 6 epic cards, which this deck does, 5 rare cards, which this deck does, and 4 common cards, which this deck does, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 16 until played. Really good card, really good boost. Works really well with a Roman Dada. But have you ever seen that Dada and his many wives? Well, you're just about to. Anyhow, keep moving on. Catherine of Aragon. What a cool name, Catherine. Like that name. 1 for 11. On the return, your other wives of Henry VIII cards, wherever they are, gain 15 until played. And your documented cards, wherever they are, gain plus 20 until played. Good old Catherine. Beautiful lady. Andronikos II Paleologos. Unruly ruler, 7 for 50, an epic card, one of the 4 epics. Was it 5 epics? Can't remember. On the play, your cards in hand gain plus 21 for 9 turns. If it's after round 3, your cards, wherever they are, lose -10 permanently. Really good card, that one. Works really well in this deck. So does Richard III of England. 5 for 48. On the draw, a random card in your hand loses -25 permanently. And 2 of your opponent's cards in hand lose -25 permanently, and your unruly ruler cards, wherever they are, gain plus 16 until played. He is a great epic card for this deck. Really good card. Well done, Richard. Moving on, Chow Pai, Chipi, 7 for 62, epic unruly ruler. On the draw, if your deck contains 4 or more unruly ruler cards, which it does, your non-unruly ruler cards, wherever they are, gain plus 20 until play. This deck does get super duper strong, but like I said, you do definitely need that arena boost in the right location to be able to beat some of those big decks. On the return, if you lost the turn, your unruly ruler cards, wherever they are, lose -20, only for 3 turns though, so not too bad. Thomas Cromwell, 7 for 65. I think this is an epic card. Yeah, epic card as well. On the play, if you've played Thomas Cranmer this game, your turbulent Tudor cards, wherever they are, gain +9 until played. Repeat if you have played Thomas Wolsey and Thomas More. Well, we got both of those cards in this deck, so pretty cool. So that is Thomas Cromwell. Next card up. Should have one more epic, I think. Yep, here we go. Thomas More, 8 for 76. Good card, this one as well. On the return, if your deck contains Thomas Cromwell, your turbulent Tudor cards, wherever they are, gain +4 permanently. Repeat if your deck contains Thomas Wolsey and Thomas Cranmer. Well, it contains all 3 of them, obviously. So that is a nice buff. Okay, moving on, we are onto the rare cards. So the rare is quite tricky, but we managed to find 4 good ones. This was a bit of a Discord build. The deck was originally built by IceLol that we gave credit to, but we did make a couple of changes just to try and make it a little bit better. Cartorithnucus, interesting name, 8 for 68. He is a rare. On the play, if it's round 2 or 4, your non-paleontology cards, wherever they are, which is all our other cards, gain plus 12 until played. Really good boost. That's 17 cards. We'll get that 12. Definitely worth it. Anne Boleyn, another one of my wives, 2 for 20. She's really pretty. On the return, your other wives of Henry VIII cards, wherever they are, gain plus 10 until played. And your opponent's history cards, wherever they are, lose minus 10 next turn. Good old Anne Boleyn. Off with her head. Tomahawk, another rare. This is one that we found quite late on, actually, but it works really, really well. 4 for 38. On the play, if played in the right slot, not the left slot, the right slot, right hand side, not the correct slot, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 18 at this turn. And on the return, if played in the left slot, your opponent's remaining cards in hand lose minus 13 permanently. Tend to play him in the right, but you could always play him in the left if you need to. But normally you get away quite easily playing him on the right side. Thomas Wolsey, here we go. The other one from that little collection of 4 Thomases. On the play, your Thomas More, Thomas Cranmer and Thomas Cromwell cards, wherever they are, gain plus 12 permanently. I like the fact that it's permanent. And if you can get 3 of those cards together, you can get a massive score with them. They are good towards the end of the game. Here is the last Thomas. Thomas Cranmer. Popular name, really, in Tudor times, I guess. Thomas. On the play, your Thomas More, Thomas Wolsey, Thomas Cromwell, cards, wherever they are, gain plus 12 permanently. And he is 7 for 65. Nice rare card. So we're on to the commons. And the commons are really good, actually. This is really good. Anne of Cleves. Another one of those beautiful ladies. 4 for 39. On the draw, a random card in your hand gains plus 8 until played. And on the return, your other wives of Henry VIII cards, wherever they are, gain plus 5 until played. Not the best card, but it is a Turbulent Tudor. So hopefully you can play that in the arena to get that 100 boost. Jane Seymour, not the best looking of my wives, I would say. 3 for 0. On the play, your cards in hand with 3 or less base energy gain plus 20 this turn. That's pretty good, actually. And on the return, your other wives of Henry cards, wherever they are, gain plus 5 until played. Not a bad card, that one. That is Jane Seymour. Could be better, could be worse. Catherine Howard. Undecided about Catherine. She looks quite pretty. 5 for 48. On the play, if you're losing the round, your cards in hand gain plus 12 this round. On the return, your other wives of Henry VIII cards, wherever they are, gain plus 5 until played. I wish they gave these Henry wives cards just a little bit more of a boost. But they're pretty good, certainly in Dada and his Many Wives deck. And the last common card, this is a bit of a tricky one, but it is a Turbulent Tudor, so it's definitely worth putting in. 6 for 50. On the play, if played next to any Unruly Rulers card, this hand gains plus 40 at this turn. I really wish that was plus 40 permanently, because then it would be a mega deck. Anyhow, there is Dada and his Many Wives. Let's go and see if we can get a game. Put the deck up on the left for you. The code there in the middle. Off with her head. I think that's what Henry VIII used to say. I think all of his wives, apart from one, had their heads chopped off. I might be wrong. Anyhow, let's go and play a game. We are rank 1 dragon. We've got 2 shields. Let's see if we can find somebody that's not playing game dev. I'm so bored of seeing people playing game dev decks. I mean, it is a great deck, especially for new players, but every single person seems to be playing it at the moment. So, let's see. Still looking. We are looking. That's unusual. If it goes on any longer, we're probably going to end up with a bot. And you know what? I'm just going to keep looking, because bots can be quite good fun. Mongoose in lipstick. It is a bot, I believe. Haven't seen this one for years. Anyhow, let's go. What are they? Oh, space deck. Okay, where is that Turbulent Tudor Arena bonus on round 3? You want to get Dadaism and the Thomases round as quickly as you can. We've got 3 here. That one. 2, 4, 3. What should we do with that one? 2, 5, 1. A little bit more. Oh, he's going to have a nice big space deck here. Mongoose with your lipstick. I like your deck holder. Is that supposed to be your lipstick? Okay. Let's turn the volume down. It's a bit loud. Okay, here we go. So, 41 behind. Oh, this is not looking too good. Tomahawk, I'm going to play it in the right. Thomas. Let's get him round. We've already got 2 of the Thomases round. And Richard the Third. 225. Oh, Mongoose is starting to pull away a little bit. Well played, Mongoose. Don't worry though, we know we're going to definitely win that Turbulent Tudor, and this deck does get stronger and stronger. Deck code, the real one, OWEEUV, if you do fancy trying this deck out. It's good fun, and it is a little bit of a change from a game dev. That's 319, it's not a bad score. I have beaten a few game dev decks with this one actually, normally because I've got my rotation absolutely spot on, and they haven't got quite the best game dev deck. There's a lot out there that probably not the meta game dev decks. They're still good decks, and played a few games with this actually. This deck, I do like it. Quite good fun. Took a while to get the rotation sorted out, but the key with this deck is to try and get your Thomases together and those beautiful ladies together. The rest of it's kind of self-explanatory really, and obviously you want to get Dada out as quickly and as often as you can, because that is a great buff. Right, we are 61 in front. Mongoose is only playing 2 cards. Interesting. Interesting. We'll take some of that. I don't know what he's up to, Mongoose. 399. That is good. I think we've got a bit of a lead here. Let's see if we can win. If we can win this round, we are guaranteed to win the next round. Nothing's going to beat this deck on the Turbulent Tudors if you've got your rotation right. Oh, with 221 in front. I want to get Dadaism round, and let's do Thomas maybe. 408 should be enough. Well, you only play 2 cards again. What are you up to, Mongoose? We will take it, but you want to start playing 3 cards, Mongoose, in lipstick. Not playing around with your lipstick. 441 we want that one by. But as you can see already, this deck is starting to get super strong. And look at the scores we're going to get now. 100 on all those Turbulent Tudor cards. Wow. They are massive. And look, we got 2 Thomases together. And let's go with Richard, maybe. Or Jane. Let's go with Jane. 860. Wow. That is a great score from Dada and his many wives deck. Really good fun deck. Good, cool from Icy Low. Ice Low. Really good deck. Do like it. 501. We're definitely going to win this. So let's just be a little bit steady and try and keep some of our big cards back. Don't forget Perkin needs to go next to an unruly ruler to get that little extra 40. Like I said, I wish that was permanent. He would become a really super strong card. Good score though, Mongoose. He's keeping up a little bit. Well, he's not actually. He's 593 behind. And he's got a good deck. It's not a silly deck. Let's get Andronikos round. Charmaine, or Shelly Magni, whatever your name is. Let's get Catherine round. Just 0 energy costs on Catherine. That's good. 529 again. Okay, here we go. You will now see with not the arena boost. We're now 3 rounds in. These cards will be strong enough on their own to be able to take on quite a lot of decks. We should be hitting scores of 500, 600, 700. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's do the 3 lovely ladies, I reckon. Catherine Parr, Anne Boleyn, and Catherine Howard. 676. Look at that. That is great. Mongoose throws down a 576. Not a bad score. Not a bad score. 148 in front. We can definitely win it on this round. We've got 80 energy left. So energy you do need to be a little bit careful with, but it does make it to the end of the game if you are careful. Let's just go with this to buff up a little bit more. Oh, come on, come on. I thought we were going to fall behind a little bit there, but I wanted to get Dadaism round. Still a good score. Okay, 164 in front. What have we got coming? Thomas, and Thomas. The big finish. 629. Not bad at all. We probably could have played Anne of Cleves actually and got a higher score there, but never mind. That is enough to win the game. Well, there we go. Deck code OWEEUV if you fancy playing around with Dada and my many wives. That sounded a bit funny, didn't it? Anyhow, have fun. Take care, everybody. Don't forget, Friday night, we've got that massive, massive live stream coming up. Do not miss it. We will be giving away absolutely tons of cool stuff. Anyhow, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.